What is going on, Capricorn? It's Chris Anthony coming at you guys live and direct. And this is going to be your general reading for the month of February, covering the whole month of February. So this will be your forecast. I am probably going to be doing monthly or mid-month check-ins for you guys, maybe around the 14th or the 15th. See how your Valentine's Day went. But this reading right here should cut it for you for the whole month, only because it's been a crazy month for me energetically. As you can tell in my voice, I don't know if you guys could tell or not, but I am kind of feeling under the weather right now. So I just want to kind of push out these readings for you guys while I feel a little bit better. The flu bug did get me. Ouch. But Capricorn, if this does resonate with you, do me a favor, like, share, subscribe, comment, all those things that I like, and let me know that you're watching and it helps you in some type of way. If it doesn't resonate with you, then you can check out one of my previous readings for Capricorn or one of my future readings, or, you know, the moon and all those other different signs that you can check out that are located in your house. Other than that, follow me on IG. Chris Anthony 14 LBS, Chris Anthony 14 pounds. I like to see all of my YouTube family meeting me over there on IG if you want to catch some behind the scenes footage of me, right? And personal readings are also open for you guys, so if you want to sign up for that, just email me about that and we can set that up for you. Now, this is going to be your present energy, Capricorn, for February. And then after that, we're going to touch on some of your futuristic energy right along here like we always do it. And definitely excuse me during this reading because I may have to push through it only because I'm kind of stopped up a little bit. All right, and yeah, I think that's all of my announcements. Let's start from the top. Yeah, for the month of February, Capricorn, you guys do have the Lovers card. Lovers. The love is in the air. But you know what I see, Capricorn? Let me sip my tea for this. 1 second. Yeah, Capricorn, I love you guys. One of the realest signs that I know. I see that you guys do not want this cliche type of love, Capricorn. Like the words, the song that I was kind of hearing when I looked at this card and the way that is clarified by the Four of Cups was that Beyonce and Jay-Z song, Who Wants That Old-Fashioned Love Story Anyway? Cliche, 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 right? I think that's how the hook goes. Yeah, On the Run Part 2. I think that's the name of that song. You may want to go look it up because that's how you guys are feeling right now. Right. You guys just don't want that old cliche love. Like, the love is in the air, definitely. You know, it's February. It is the season for it. And you know, it does happen every year around this time. You know, it's just in the air because we have the whole Valentine's Day. And it's a lot of things that happen planetary also around Valentine's Day. You know, it just aligns in a way that new love can begin because it's springtime. Spring is about to hit. February is ending it up, is wrapping up winter, and spring is about to come upon us. So, yeah, new things can bud, and new love is one of those things. So it's in the air, right? And I see Capricorns, you have like a choice to take in love. Like you can look at it one or two ways, you know. And what I see overall in this whole spread for you guys is kind of like you're either going to decide to take the love of someone that's offering it from you from the outside, or you may decide to just practice self-love during this season of love, right? Because what I feel for you guys is that you're wanting to redefine love. Like, what is love anyway? You know, like, what is love? I think you're kind of digging deep and dissecting everything that surrounds the idea of love, you know, because I believe Capricorns love the idea of love. You know, like you guys want to be in love. You want to have somebody in your life to share your life with. You want to be in a couple that's a power couple, you know, where you guys can take on life and share life with each other and everything can be balanced and equal and blah, 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 right? But I think you're wanting to just dissect it more for yourself during this time. Like, exactly what is love? Like, why do I desire love? Like, what is it about me that, you know, that attracts these type of love relationships that I find myself being a part of so many times in life? Like, you just kind of, I don't know, you don't want the cliche love, Capricorn. Like, you're kind of over it. Definitely, especially during the month of February. You're one of the signs that I kind of can see, just where you're like, you know what? Yeah, like Valentine's Day is cool and everything, but I don't want the cliche love. I want the real love. I'm searching for a real love. All right, I got me singing Mary J. Blige. This is going to be a crazy reading. Okay, so Capricorn, you want real love, which is why at this time when you have the Lover's card, and sorry, I'm 5 minutes in on the first card, but you have the Four of Cups clarifying the Lover's card, right? Because it's kind of like you're like, yeah, like I really don't want just any offer of love. Like, yeah, maybe it's a lot of people coming up to me. It's a lot of suitors that are coming to me at this time because it is the love season and love is in the air and offering things to me. But I don't really know if I want to take those offers or not. I don't even know what it's crazy. You're trying to redefine what it is that you find in love, right? Like, because the deepness of it is that you're finding out that you're getting closer to that self-love type of thinking. And most of you guys have been hearing it over and over again just in this community for the longest. You know, it's been out everywhere, all over the internet. Self-love, love yourself first, blah, blah, blah. Right? But it's kind of like you're really tapping into the essence of what that means. That goes beyond the meaning of what anybody can put on a meme or a Facebook post or an IG post, right? It's kind of like you're defining it for yourself. And that's what the Lover's card can also represent, is you really dissecting your own belief systems and your, you know, ways of seeing life and what it is, you know, about life that and about love that you connect with. Right? So let's keep it moving so we won't get stuck there. The Death card. So it's a transformation that is happening around the way that you view love. It's a transformation that's happening around the way that you view relationships in general. And what draws you to your counterpart, or what draws you to a partner, what attracts you to a person. Like, what has it been in the past for you, and what will it be moving forward in the future for you? Because I don't feel like it's going to be the same thing. Like, I feel like you guys are changing that up during this season of love. It's kind of like you're creating your own definition of what love is and what a love connection is, and it's not like the cliche love that you see in movies and novels and love stories. It's kind of like you want to take off the veil of that illusion and get down to the depth of it, what actually is love, right? And you're starting to understand that it definitely starts with self-love, right? Because a person can only love you as much as you love yourself. There we go. Lottery ticket right there. That was the jackpot. A person can only love you as much as you love yourself, and I believe you guys are tapping into the essence of that during this time, Capricorn. Right? And so it's making you transform the way you view conventional, traditional, romantic love. Not saying that you're becoming a cynic. Not saying that you're becoming pessimistic about love and everything, you know. But it's kind of like you're taking on a more realistic approach. Not that you already didn't have that, but I mean, this is going even deeper because you have these major arcana cards that are here for you. The Lover's card, the Death card, the Hierophant card. Right? Talking about transformations of major belief systems, major traditions surrounding love. And you're looking at it from a different point of view. You're deciding to move forward in life, in love, differently. Because maybe your past has transformed you. You know, maybe you had a death to the old way of being, the old way of loving, the old way of seeing love. Maybe you were lovey-dovey in the past, right? Maybe you were just the person that wanted to be on cloud nine and Cupid's arrow used to shoot you and you would be like, oh, I'm so in love, right? Not anymore, right? I don't know why I'm saying that, Capricorn. But it's kind of like, I don't know, you're past the cliche, the infatuation, the puppy love, you know? Oh man, I don't know. Then you have this King of Cups here. So someone is wanting to make an offer to you. It could be a water sign, right? And this water sign represents to you, oh man, this is getting deep. I'm so sorry, my water signs. I feel y'all. But the water sign to you is representing the type of love that you were connected to in the past, but now you're transforming, and it seems like a water sign is wanting to give you that lovey-dovey love, because this water sign sees you as the Two of Cups. Two of Cups is that soulmate energy, that, you know, first sight, love at first sight, the love, the Cupid's arrow struck me, it got me. And not that you don't like that, you do love that type of love, but you just don't want the cliche type of love anymore. I'm trying to explain this for you, Capricorn. We're 10 minutes in and I'm trying to get deeper into it without this turning into an hour-long reading. But this is what's happening, right? So some water sign is making an offer to you. Maybe you do feel a connection with this water sign that does feel like a soulmate connection, but the only thing is that you're making a transformation internally within yourself surrounding love, not only love with somebody else, but love within yourself. And so at the moment in time, maybe it's not the best time that this person could be wanting to offer this to you, even though you do want it, but you just have to get another revelation of love at the moment. So they're coming in with that offer. You better believe it. But then, underneath that, I see somebody walking away from an offer. Somebody walking away from a connection. Ouch. Right? So I don't know if some of you Capricorns are wanting to move away from a connection that feels like that soulmate, deep, loving cup energy, emotional, deep love. I see some of you guys walking away. Why are you walking away, though? You want to get some type of self-balance within yourself. You want to build up the self-love within yourself. Temperance card is right here. So I do feel like some of you guys could be kind of walking away from an offer that's made to you, or somebody that's coming to you that's very like lovey-dovey, that's very emotional and, you know, wants to tap into your emotions and connect with you emotionally and have the, you know, love that you see in your fantasies. I see you, at least for this time period, kind of walking away from it, or kind of guarding your heart a little bit from that strong type of love, because like I said, you're choosing to transform the way you see love. And then this transformation in the way that you see love is kind of like causing you to turn internally to kind of like pour the love on yourself. You want to practice the self-love. You know, it's kind of like in the past, you may have jumped into the type of relationships that were like this because you do like this type of relationship, but you are coming to that place where it's kind of like you're noticing, okay, I don't want to continue to repeat the same thing over and over and over again. Like, of course I want love. Of course I want to be romantic. Of course I want to have that person in my life that I love and that I want to share my life with. But if I don't have that self-love within myself, if I don't have that internal balance, that internal connection going between me and source, between me and the divine, between myself and my higher self, like if I don't have my inner nature balanced, then how could I really exist inside of a connection like this? You know, a connection like this is very strong, but if you don't have the right internal balance, then it could turn into turmoil. And those, you see those waves, the water that's behind this King of Cups, like they look peaceful right now, but if there is not any balance to that, it can turn into a shitstorm, right? Like, for lack of better words. So yeah, I see you guys kind of walking away a little bit. Just, I don't, you know, maybe just for the moment, because you're wanting to pour the cup that you would pour into this other person into yourself. Maybe you need it at this time, right? And then I move on and go to your next card, and you have the Temperance card once again. And then you have the Lover's card once again. So yeah, this is a reiteration of what's going on. You're choosing to find balance within yourself at this time. You're choosing to find the love within yourself. Wow. What is going on in this era, in this age that we're in? Everybody is loving themselves. What do you know? Yeah, so I don't know. Capricorn, like, you're finding that love. Like, you know, you have understood, you have come to the revelation that I have to pour this cup into myself, at least for this time period. Because if I don't find out how to love myself, then nobody else will understand how to love me, right? A lot of times we have to teach people how to love us, but what if we don't know how to love ourselves yet? How can we teach somebody else how to love us if we don't know how to love ourselves? This is what we're getting to. So yeah, you're finding that balance, that temperance, you know, between your internal world, you know, and your external world. Through your self-love, it's kind of like you're loving yourself. You're loving your inner child. You're loving who you are. You're loving your flaws, right? Your gifts, your talents, your weaknesses, your light side, your dark side. You're just giving yourself some love. And you could tell other people, don't be mad that I just want to love myself. Don't be mad. I just feel like loving myself, right? I don't even know why I'm in this type of mood with Capricorn, but y'all know I rock with y'all. So yeah, I don't know. You're loving yourself. You're loving yourself. And I just keep hearing that over and over again. So, yeah, this is the transformation that's occurring, right? With this Hierophant. Hierophant, like I said, traditions, conventional ways of seeing love and relationships. It's transforming for you. And moving forward, it is going to be better for you. I believe some of you guys are maybe still, you know, wanting to connect with this King of Cups and have this Two of Cups relationship, you know, with maybe this water sign or with someone in the future. But before you get there, you have to understand what love is for you, because it goes beyond those four letters, right? That 4-letter word. It goes beyond the meaning that society gives it. You know, love is deep, right? And you have to define it for yourself, because we all want it so bad. And I think you're asking yourself that question: why do I want it so bad? Why do I need it so bad? Now, we all need love, we know that, but why do you need it so bad from another person? I hope it's for the right reasons. That's what you're asking yourself, right? I want it to be for the right reasons. I don't want it just to be because I'm in love with the idea of love. Yeah. You want your love to multiply with somebody else. You know, this is what I'm seeing. It's kind of like you want the love you already have for yourself to just be mirrored back to you through someone else, right? Because other people can only mirror back to us the love that we show ourselves. You know, the way we see ourselves, other people can only mirror that back to us. And so when we look to them to mirror back something to us that is not, you know, what we're showing, what we're kind of giving off, like, we're going to be disappointed a lot of times. And I think you're tapping into that, Capricorn. Like, the love that you want externally, you want to attract it from a place of love internally, right? And that's, if you haven't figured it out yet, that's what the universe is kind of like bringing to you at this time. So yeah, I do feel the universe is giving you an option. For some of you guys, I think some of you guys are going to go with that external love. And I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Like, come on, who doesn't want to be in love like this? Like, who doesn't want external love? Like, you got to have both, right? We're not a spiritual community that's just kind of like shunning real love and wanting to walk away from it and just only love yourself. But then we have a whole bunch of people like watching tarot card readings and walking around hugging themselves all day. No, that's not life. That's not real. So yeah, some of you guys are going to walk into this connection and just, you know, feel this love with this person. And some of you guys, I think, are just postponing it a little bit and not choosing to open up as quickly, holding back just a little bit, but holding back for the right reasons, because you're changing up the way that you view relationships and the way you view love and the way you view yourself and the way you give yourself love, so that you can have more love to give in this connection with this soulmate that will be coming into your life. Yes, let's keep it moving. Future energy, Capricorn, we have the Wheel of Fortune. We have the Sun card. We have the Three of Pentacles, and then we have the Three of Swords, right? So, Wheel of Fortune energy. The tables are turning, yes. So I think some of you guys, I feel like, have been hanging upside down a little bit because you have been looking at life a little differently, dissecting it, especially when it comes down to love. But going into the future, it's a shift happening, so everything that was upside down is now coming right side up. And oh, when the tables turn. Wow. I looked up the definition of tables turning, and I forgot it. So I don't even know why I brought it up. But I think it says something about, it says something about when one party is on the, disadvantage end, receiving the raw end of the deal, and then something shifts, and then the party that was at a disadvantage becomes the party that now is at an advantage. So yeah, that's for somebody. But the tables are turning. Wheel of Fortune is coming in. Some things are flipping right side up, and it could have been some things that have been hanging upside down for a while now, and I feel like you've gotten used to this, in your life, in your world, in your way of seeing things. But you had to hang upside down to get this new perspective that you have. Like I was talking about in your last reading, I think I was talking about you guys were developing a sixth sense. But in the future, things are shifting right side up. Now, that could definitely have to do with your love life also, because like I said, you're taking a pause right now in your present energy in the month of February, because you want to find out what love is for yourself. Like, what is love anyway? You don't want the cliche love. So in the future, coming up in your futuristic energy, it seems like there's going to be another shift after you get that aha moment, you get enlightened from hanging upside down. It's going to shift again, and now it's going to be like, oh, okay, now I can see things differently. Now I have transformed my beliefs surrounding love and myself and other people. So yeah, that shift is coming in. Then you have the Sun card, Capricorn. Sun card is coming in, and it's going to be shining some light on some of the things that like to hide in the shadows, right? And with this coming in after the Wheel of Fortune, after those tables turn and you no longer hang upside down, then you go right side up. It's like now you're going to be able to see a lot clearer. And some of the old habits, let's say surrounding love, or old habits surrounding your life in general, that keep you from happiness, keep you from love, keep you from balance, because balance is definitely all over this reading. The Temperance card popped up twice. The Lovers card popped up twice. Now, in the Lovers card and the Temperance card, you have an angel in both of these cards. This is the Temperance card. This is the Lovers card. And this angel wants to bring balance, right? The universe, that angel to me represents the universe. Your universal team, your spiritual team wants to bring in balance into your life. And so with the Sun card coming in, you're going to see different ways as to how you can balance your life coming into the future with your future energies. Like, it's going to shine a light on a lot of dark areas, because the Devil card here represents those dark energies. Like I said, the things we struggle against, our demons, the things that are kind of like hard for us to let go and to beat. But a lot of times all we have to do is just shine the light on them. Like I talked about this in my Virgo reading, I believe. And And I talked about how a lot of times it's not really meant for us to just expel all of our demons and just get rid of them and totally throw them off. Really, a lot of times we just have to transcend them, and that is learn to live with them. You know, it's a quote that says something like that, like you have to not get rid of your demons but love to live with them. And so a lot of times the way that we do that is just shining the light on our demons, just making them known, like, yeah, I have this problem. Yeah, in love maybe I'm this type of way. In love in the past maybe I do this and I do that, and you know, I give too much and I'm clingy, and you know, whatever it is for you, it's like shining the light on it. I feel is going to create a transformation for you guys in that area. And that's why the universe is here shining the light on it. That's why you're having a shift from where now you guys are going right side up from hanging, being the hangman, being kind of stuck a little bit. It's a table that is turning. Wheel of Fortune coming in. The sun is shining on those areas of your life that kind of seemed like they were stagnant and not moving and stuck in place, especially surrounding love, because this is such a love reading for you guys. But it's a different type of love. Wow. And then you have the Three of Pentacles, Capricorn. So collaborations could be coming about in the future. Now this could be surrounding work for you guys. You could be getting connected with a King of Wands energy, a fire sign, when it comes down to work. So maybe in the future, towards the end of February, you're thinking about projects. You're thinking about building something. You're thinking about collaborating with a team. You know, putting your passions together with someone else that has the same type of passion as you. Or you guys could just be the person that stands out a little bit towards the end of February, the beginning of March in your work environment. People could be looking at you like you're number one at the moment. You know, you're standing out, kind of like you're doing the best in your job or your field more than anybody else. And maybe this is coming because of all that attention you're choosing to pour on yourself and give to yourself. All that self-love. Right? So you could be taking on a King of Wands energy also at the same time, surrounding your work. Which the King of Wands is a get it done type of mentality. By any means possible. Like, let's get this done. Right? So let's keep it moving. Right below that, we have the Three of Swords. So yeah, you have the Three of Swords, but then clarified by the Wheel of Fortune and the King of Swords. So yeah, I feel that the Three of Swords here is that it's part of the shift that's happening, because you have taken the time during this love season to dissect exactly what love means for you. So it's a shift that's happening around your heartbreak, around your old wounds from the past, which is why the sun is shining on, you know, some of the devil energies that you kind of have to struggle with, or you have had to struggle with in the past surrounding love. But the Three of Swords here is kind of like that shift that's happening, the shift that's occurring, where it used to be a disadvantage to you. Right? You used to be that person that was just getting the raw end of the deal. And it could have had to do with your past trauma, or just your past love, not receiving enough love in the past, or the way you looked at love, you know, the way you thought love was supposed to be. It could have caused you a lot of heartbreak and pain, but all that is changing. Now you're beginning to be the one that is going to be on the advantage end of things, right? That's deep. It feels deep. It probably didn't sound deep, but it feels deep to me. Right? So you have the Wheel of Fortune twice. Wheel of Fortune up there. Wheel of Fortune down here. So it's definitely a table that is turning. And your heart is on that table. Right? So if your heart used to be the one that was getting hurt in the past all the time, I feel like it's an end that's coming to that. Not saying that you're going to turn into Superwoman or Superman or Mr. Incredible or something. I'm just saying that you're changing the way you view love, and you're seeing that the reason why you were getting hurt in love a lot of times in the past was because of the way you view love, and the reasons why you got into love connections, in the past were, or let's just say they're not going to be the reason why you're getting into love in the future. Yes, Capricorn. I think we made it to the end of your reading. But then I had this King of Swords here that popped out as a clarifier too. So yeah, I think you guys could definitely be wanting to take on a more King of Swords approach in love moving into the future. And I don't think overall you guys are just going to turn into the King of Swords because you guys are Capricorns. Like, you like to love. You're not just going to turn into a cold-hearted person. Right? But there is a shift that's happening with the way you see love. And maybe for a second or two, you could come off as somebody that's kind of cold about love. Just a little bit. But I think it's for the best. I just think that it's going to come off like that a little bit, but it's not, what it really is. It's just you have found a new direction when it comes down to the way you want love to come into your life and the way you want it to flow out of you. Right? I hope this reading helped you guys out, Capricorn. Definitely. I love my Capricorns. Definitely appreciate you guys for tuning in, for everything that you do for the channel, Capricorn. You're one of my #1 viewers and supporters. I like the way you guys subscribe and like and comment. The comments are crazy from Capricorns, so I appreciate it. I hope February is a pretty good month for you guys. Like, it feels like a great month. Love is definitely surrounding you, but not only love from the outside, but love from the inside. Yes. So I'm going to end the reading there. And I think that is all. You guys go check me out on IG. I need more of my Capricorns over there. And I will be posting more on IG once you guys come over there. All right. Until next time.